Hello and welcome here on Wolf of Dubai, your stock investment channel. And today we are just a couple of hours away from Tesla announcing the Q3 numbers. And today we will talk about which numbers you should look for and maybe make your final investing decision before the numbers. And all of this, where we stand, what you look for and how you trade the numbers, all in this vlog.
Wolf of Dubai.
Okay, let's first dive into the numbers and the key points of the last Q2 earnings, because I think it's very important to not dive in complex models and going into this deep assumptions and so on. There are a couple of bullet points that I will go with you through that we need to look for how this developed in Q3 of this year, right? And I believe there is a strong case of Tesla improving, but still I believe that maybe there is no profitability there. So this will be the turning point if Tesla will jump or will really sell off after this earnings. So let's dive into the first couple of bullet points. So last quarter we have seen a 60% year-on-year revenue growth. This is fantastic. So it's important obviously how much Tesla is making this quarter, but also how much they are growing. And 60%, if they can hold this number, this will be awesome. This will be super strong for this company. So definitely one point to see there. They had deliveries outstanding, a new record, right? But still I believe because they are producing more and more Tesla Model 3, I doubt that they make more revenue, especially also that they create a little bit of less revenue because of the lease of the cars, right? So they introduce lease and more people leasing the cars as well. So very important how the revenue number develop, and I think the revenue growth we will see only until the next quarter, when the Gigafactory will be open and producing and producing some numbers in China. So the other thing to look forward into the numbers in the Q3 of Tesla is definitely the cash on hand. So last quarter they ended with $5 billion in cash, obviously because of an investment and further liquid input by the stock market. They gave new bonds and they issued new stocks, and so they could gather lot of new input of money flow. However, the cash flow in the end was positive $614 million, guys. Okay, so this is a very strong number, and I want to see this number to grow, because this is a very strong point against the short sellers, against the short cases of Tesla, because a company, especially being so unprofitable over a very long time, can be long time cash flow positive, which is strong for the business. We have seen it in Amazon for a very long time as well. There was not profitable, but there was cash flow positive, and this was very strong for the overall case. Now the next thing is also very important, because they announced that capex went down 60%, okay, 60% from 2.5 billion to 1.5 billion for this year and the next upcoming months. So this is very important if they really can stabilize the revenue and wait for the next step of the China factory, and at the same time lower the capex. So we have to look into this number when the numbers are out, how the cash flow as well as the capex develop for this quarter. Obviously, you know, we had the China Gigafactory open in fall. This happened as well, right? As we speak, it seems that they're producing Model 3s, so this is very important. Then you have the Q3 break even, which I think could be maybe just the next quarter. I think maybe this quarter will be still negative, and you know, it shouldn't be a big surprise because they announced it, right? They said like maybe next quarter, so Q3 we will be break even, or maybe not. And when they say, you know, or they said, I think probably not. So actually when they say something like this, then, you know, it's most of the time true that they will not reach it. So we may see that, you know, the market will say another record by cars and another you know, non-profitable quarter. But however, they say and I still believe that Q4 could be the one profitable, and they're asking to you know, be profitable every quarter after that. So let's talk also about guidance. So guidance was about 360 to 400,000 cars. And to reach the lower end number, they need to produce the same amount of cars plus 8,000 cars more. This is only possible if the capacity stay or increase in the US, and also the Gigafactory running and producing, you know, a couple of hundred cars every day. And then they have a really good chance to really make this guidance, and they assured it the last quarter, so we will see what the next quarter will be. So this is nothing to watch because we know already the numbers, and nothing to watch in the next quarter announcement in a couple of hours. So you see China factory in the quarter 4 and Q1 2020 will be Model Y. So we see that, you know, actually the next quarters could be really profitable onwards every single quarter. All right, so the next thing is that they said in the last quarter earnings that they want to be self-funded from here. So that means that once we saw all the financials tonight, we will definitely see if they can be self-funded and if they have big holes in their financials. So definitely worth to see what this and how this develops. So let's jump to the next topic. Okay, so what I don't wish, because I'm a Tesla shareholder, but I believe that it could be a disappointment for the market when they announce another loss of this quarter, which is, you know, very much expected, though, you know, the market is always hyping. So the question really is how to trade these numbers then. So option number one, do I remove all my stocks and put it on the side, and if they go higher, I lost a couple of percent and go back into the stock, or I move out and the stock goes down 5 to 10%, which is quite possible for Tesla. We have seen it in the Q1 where there was a double-digit, you know, multi-day and week, decline of the stock after they didn't announce a profitable quarter. So it could be the chance that if they don't announce a good quarter or a bigger loss than expected, that the stock can go down very significantly. So I believe, and how I will trade this numbers will be that I will keep my stocks and I will hedge a little bit with options against it. So, you know, when it's going down, I will lose, you know, the amount that I put in options. However, you know, I will be plus minus zero, and I will have the exact amount of money on my portfolio and the same amount of stocks. Now, if it goes in the other direction, then, you know, my position, my Tesla position will go down in value, let's say 5%, but my options will double, and then I can, with the doubled of amount of money, can buy back some stocks of Tesla and have basically the same amount of money in the portfolio for this position, but more stocks. So, you know, in this end, I don't gain anything if it goes up, and I will gain a little bit if it goes down. So I believe it goes a little bit more down than up, so that's why I believe this is the best what you can do for your Tesla position if you're a shareholder. If you are not, stay on the sidelines, see how the numbers goes, and then decide for your investment. However, I believe, you know, Tesla is one of the most revolutionary companies with a big visionary, with a product that people love. So I'm super happy to be part of that and be now in the most exciting next 12 months a shareholder with a significant amount of my portfolio inside the stock. So I'm very happy to see how the future develop. I see you tomorrow, and talking about the numbers, I can't wait. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching.